Bam. Bam. My peoples. My peoples. It's Saturday, y'all. Xander Zayas and ShuShu Carrington will both be fighting tonight. Xander will finally get a title shot. We're gonna see, him finally get that opportunity and get to be amongst the champions and go from there. I expect him to win that fight and become a world champion. And then we got ShuShu Carrington, who's gonna defend his title. I expect a successful title defense. Xander Zayas and ShuShu Carrington, I think, I'm pretty sure they're both favorites. So the magic question is, who is gonna show out tonight? Maybe they both are, but who's gonna have the bigger performance between the two? Xander Zayas, ShuShu Carrington. My peoples, welcome to Boxing for Breakfast. Y'all already know what it is, man. You know it. You're about to get a healthy dosage of sweet science early in the morning. Keep me there, Liz. Good morning, Vato. Bam, 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 boogie in the building. Salute my brother Frontline. Good morning. Y'all already know it, my peoples. We in it. Xander Zayas, ShuShu Carrington. They're going to be doing their thing in New York tonight. Y'all know y'all boy Jay Smith going to be calling them fights, right? I hope, I would like to believe that I don't even have to tell y'all this at this point. I'm going to be calling these fights, so y'all going to hear the devastating blow, ladies and gentlemen. That was a devastating blow. You're going to hear that because we're going to see explosions from ShuShu Carrington and from Xander Zayas. So, bam, bam, boogie. Because where's my wrench? So listen, don't worry, I got you with the wrench. Everybody is gonna, I took a lot of wrenches away. Everybody's gonna get their wrench back. Not everybody, but some people. I'll explain to you later why. Because if I explain to you now, then a lot of people's gonna come through and then I'm gonna explain the same thing over and over. So later in the show, I'm gonna explain why the wrenches. There's a very good explanation for that, but you shall have it back, my brother. Frontline, Zayas and the new. Listen, my peoples, I expect Xander Zayas to become a world champion. I've been saying it. And the thing about Xander is that I see him like a throwback fighter who has that mindset that he want to fight the top dogs. He want to become that guy. JJ's in the house. Good morning, Jay Smith. I'm here. Let's go. Hit the like button, everyone. My peoples. Y'all heard it first right there from JJ's in the house, man. I got 0 likes or 1? Come on, man. There's 6 of us in the building, and I'm about to give you this healthy dosage of sweet science, man. Hit that like button, my people. Stop playing with your boy. Frontline. They wasn't doing their job, pal carajo. Angry Mexican. Good morning, Jay Smith. Angry Mexican. Bam. I appreciate you, my brother. Let me put y'all on, my peoples. Let me put y'all on. Tonight, I'm going to be calling these fights, and I'm expecting a monster performance from Xander Zayas to become a world champion. But ShuShu Carrington in New York City, trust me, New York is going to show out. Believe that. That's what I'm asking y'all. Who do you think is going to have the bigger performance? Xander Zayas or ShuShu Carrington? 2 young, elite level fighters. One looking to become a world champion. The other trying to defend his title. Who's going to show out? Magui, well, hi, I have a question. What is the stream about? And what is the essence of the question? It's about boxing, my brother. We talking boxing. Angry Mexican. I don't know much about Xander's opponent. Some people been saying he is an upset alert. So honestly, I don't know much about his opponent either. I'm just keeping it 100. I have, seen some clips here and there, and it looks like he got some pop. Look, I'm going to tell you like this. The guy can fight. The guy can fight. He's going to put up a fight. But Xander Zayas, we know him, my people. He's a special fighter. He a special fighter, my people. And I've been saying it, and I promise you, I don't see nobody else making that comparison. You've been hearing it from me. Some of you already heard it before. Xander Zayas has some similarities to Tito Trinidad. I'm telling you. Go back and look at old Tito Trinidad fights and look at Xander Zayas. Specifically the left hook. That mid-range. Bang! Telling you. Bang Bang Boogie. Shu, Polanco, and Zayas got a tough fight tonight. Yeah, look, they're all facing opponents that are there with upset on their mind. Because sometimes we've all seen it when there's an opponent that's just there to get their ass whooped. We all seen it. You know, if you're a lower level guy, you facing one of these young guns coming up, you there to get beat up. That's the reality, my peoples. But in this case, you know, Polanco, Zayas, ShuShu, they got tough opponents in front of them. They really do. Now, again, I ask, who is going to show out tonight, my peoples? That's the magic question. Because all of these guys, let me tell you, and I hadn't even said anything about Rohan Polanco. My Dominican brother right there, you know, I support Rohan. And he's going to become a world champion. You know, this kid is a star in the making. If you don't know Rohan Polanco, you want to look him up, you want to check him out. Super sharp with his punches, super sharp counter puncher. You know, sweet footwork, head movement. Rohan has a deep bag of tools, and every time he step in the ring, you see something special. Like, ooh, damn. You see, you know, the way his punch placement is serious, my people. So check out Rohan Polanco. I know he's going to show out tonight. But he's the young gun coming up. You know, when it comes to Xander Zayas, he is going to be fighting for his first title. He's going to become, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, Xander Zayas is going to become the youngest world champion in boxing. Let that sizzle in your spirit, my peoples. And I'll remind you, Xander Zayas is fighting for that title that Fundora vacated. He wanted to fight Fundora. He really wanted that smoke. So, golly, you got to respect Xander Zayas, my people. You think about that. This young fighter who's coming up is trying to fight Sebastian Fundora, and he's going up to him, sizing him up right after the guy's coming off of pummeling his opponent. Fundora pummeled, and this wasn't after the Tim Tszyu fight, by the way. This was after the fight previous to that one. But Fundora wins. Oh, was it after the first Tim Tszyu fight? I don't know. Y'all can remind me, chat. But all I know is that Xander Zayas was in Fundora's face, trying to get that action. And Fundora preferred to vacate. So you know that Xander Zayas is on a mission. The young, hungry lion, my peoples. And I don't see anybody, I'm telling y'all, I do not see anybody but myself making the comparison between Xander Zayas and Tito Trinidad. Maybe in Puerto Rico they making it, I'm not sure. But I know that I don't see anybody on social media. I don't see anybody in the chat telling me that. I'm the only person that's saying that. So eventually, y'all gonna hear more people saying it. And you're gonna be like, damn, Jay Smith been saying that Xander Zayas has that style that's similar to Trinidad. But listen to this. Jose Garcia Perez is his opponent. Xander Zayas' opponent is Jose Garcia Perez, right? Yo, he's 33 wins and only 4 losses. Has a lot of experience. Those are the type of opponents that show what a young fighter is made of. You know, he don't have somebody that he's just going to be able to run through. This fight might even go the distance. He has somebody with a lot more professional experience than himself. He's going to have to overcome that. But it's like I told you, my peoples. Xander Zayas is a fighter who, even at 22 years old, when you see him in the ring, you see the maturity. He don't look like a 22-year-old in the ring, I'll tell you that right now. So just consider how special that is. That this 22-year-old kid was already pressing Sebastian Fundora, trying to fight him, and is gonna now be fighting for his vacant title. I expect him to show out tonight. And he is, like I said, he has a tough opponent, my peoples. Real talk. John Parham, come on, my peoples. Damn, 6 likes, man. They on denial about hitting that like button, John Parham. Bam Bam Boogie. No, not the Puerto Rican Haney. Should you mean the Puerto Rican Haney, bro? Stop. Are you saying Xander Zayas is the Puerto Rican Haney? You wildin'. That's wicked. Frontline. Just business currently or all time? Bang. You know I throw my BS. Listen, I'm going to tell you like this, my people. Xander Zayas, I expect him to become a world champion tonight. I honestly do. And then when it comes to ShuShu Carrington, come on, my peoples. Bam Bam Boogie, Box Center. We need that Macho interview. Yo, Macho was with me the other day. We was calling a fight. Did you miss it? You must have missed it, bro. Now, my peoples, we already know that, or we expect, right? Because Xander Zayas and ShuShu Carrington are both going to be favorites. We expect them to win. What next? What type of challenges are these two young fighters ready for? I mean, ShuShu is a world champion. And I know that he wants, he wants to fight with the names. And the same thing with Xander Zayas. Look, he was trying to get that fight with Fundora. Look, Xander Zayas is so gangster that he was trying to fight Fundora and he was trying to fight Tim Tszyu. He was trying to fight both of them. So now he's going to grab a title. And after that, you're going to see him getting some fights. And showing people what he's about. The naysayers, they're going to find out. Bam Bam Boogie, Box Center. Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm wild. I'll write that. Frontline, John Santana about to do shoot dirty. Damn, you think it's an upset alert? You think that's going to be an upset alert? There he is in the house. Tank Doug hit the like button for Jay Smith. I'm trying to tell you, man, the same way that Tank Davis is ducking Shakur, the same way they ducking the like button. Frontline, if that fight happens, John Parham, did anyone watch boxing last night on the Zone? I missed it, bro. I missed it. So I'm gonna have to get caught up myself. But I definitely won't be missing tonight, my peoples. Remember, it is gonna be on ESPN. So tune in. These fights are gonna be, and I say it every time just to make sure I don't want to hear nobody telling me, yo, I didn't know. After all this time, my people, that I've been calling fights, and I've been telling you that I call these fights, I still have people that have been subscribed to the channel for mad long telling me, oh, shit, Jay, I saw a video that you posted. You be calling fights? My peoples, yes, the big fights, I got you. I got you, my people. All you got to do, put your fight over there, put your phone right there on YouTube, and you're going to get the elite level Jay Smith exclusive commentary. Come on now. But don't tell me that you didn't know. Frontline, Clarissa resume is padded. She not the GOAT. Prove me wrong. Nah, I'm not going to try to prove you wrong. That's your opinion. She's the most accomplished fighter in the world. That's what makes her the GOAT. That's my opinion. I can't try to prove you wrong. JJ's in the house. I watched boxing last night on the Mexican channel. Not bad. Ooh, they must have, because you know when you have two Mexicans going at it, you're going to get fireworks from beginning to end. It's going to be an explosive fight. Go get the money. I got my wrench. Took. I say something wrong, Jay Smith. No, you definitely didn't say something wrong. Go get the money. So let me tell you. I said it earlier and I'm going to say it again. So there's a reason why like 99% of the wrench got took. I'm going to answer that later into the show, because if I say it now, then other people are going to join and say, yo, my wrench got. And then I'm going to have to explain it to them too. So instead, I'm going to wait till the end of the show. and then I'm gonna let everybody know whoever's in. I'm gonna let them know what's going on with the wrench, and most of the people are gonna get it back. Um, Something to look out for: Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. It looks like the fight is happening, my people. At least I saw a video. I don't know if it was actually after Tank Davis bailed out, but it looks like Tank Davis is training in training camp. So if he's in training camp, your fight is happening. Now, I do believe that the fight date is going to get pushed. I don't see how, if this fight, what's the date? We're in July 26th. This fight it was supposed to happen like in a month. So if it was supposed to happen like in a month, how at this point in the game we don't have pressers, face-offs, nothing, promotional content being uploaded everywhere, banners, posters, nothing. So I think what's going to happen is that they're going to push it at least a month. They also haven't announced the entire card. So I think they're going to push it forward. Eventually, officially announce a new date, the card, the fighters that are going to be on it. And it's going to happen because I see Tank Davis training. The date, don't expect to see it next month, my peoples. I just don't. No, keep this in mind. I'm not saying that the fight cannot happen next month. Tank Davis and Lamont Roach could definitely happen next month. But promotional-wise, it doesn't look like it's going to happen next month. Why? Because Tank Davis is a big star. This is an anticipated fight. So a lot of people are going to be interested. A fight like that, you start promoting it months away. Look at Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. That's all the way in November, my peoples. Way in November. And what happened? What happened? They already promoting that fight. They already facing off with each other. They already trash talking. And look how far away that fight is. So it just goes to show you, when you have a star fighting and it's considered a big, big fight, championship fight, they promote it a lot. So if Tank Davis and Lamont Roach is supposed to be happening next month and we don't see no promotion, plus Tank Davis, got arrested, bailed out, but still dealing with that legal situation, which I'm pretty sure getting arrested and having to bail out is going to make you skip a day or two of training dealing with that. So I believe with all the things that I'm seeing, or that I'm not seeing as far as promotional, that this fight is going to be pushed forward at least 1 month. At least. JJ said that has the Tank and Roach fight is not on the bookies card yet. That's because, like I said, if you Google it, there's a fight date for next month. A fight date for next month. Okay. Talk to me, my peoples. What's going on? Why are we not seeing anything to show us that there's actually a fight next month? So I think that's why you don't see it, posted in certain places, because ultimately I think it's going to be pushed to a different date. I say at least 1 month. At least. Raw Dog, salute, my G. Bam. Manuel Quiles, papi, you in PR? No, papi, estamos en RD, en la República Dominicana, manito. Raw Dog, Zayas isn't tough. Yo, Zayas, listen, he's going to become a world champion. And he's going to do it versus a very tough opponent. A guy with 30-something wins. With a lot more professional experience than him, obviously. And keep that in mind, my peoples. Xander Zayas is 22 years old. He's about to be the youngest active reigning world champion. Punisher, did you do the exhibition? No. That's being organized. But no, not yet. I will, trust me, I will not do the exhibition without you guys knowing. There's no way around that. Like, you guys will see the lead up. You guys will see stuff from the training camp. You guys will, trust me, there's no chance of me climbing in the ring and you not knowing about it before it happens. So, don't worry, I got you, my brother. But, my peoples, like I said, Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. Who believes, does anyone, y'all let me know, chat. Do you think that fight is happening next month? Y'all let me know. Do you think that fight is happening next month? Frontline. Zayas going in with Wilfredo Gomez cut. Oh, come on, man. Listen. Xander's fighting a good fighter. Trust me. But he himself is not just a good fighter. He's special. Go get the money. Yeah, I hope it happens. So look, go get the money. I want the fight to happen as soon as possible. When I say I don't think it's going to happen next month, it's just because I see so many elements that are missing. It doesn't seem like they have it all put together and ready for next month. JJ's in the house. I don't think so. Not enough time to sell tickets. Go get the money. We need that Tank and Roach rematch for sure. I mean, we need it. I'm not going to say that we don't. We need it and we want it. But are we going to get it? And are we going to get it next month like we supposedly were? I don't know, my peoples. I don't know. I feel, after seeing that video of Tank Davis training, it looks like he's preparing, like he was, working. So I feel like, yes, we're going to get this rematch. Unless he was preparing for Jake Paul. But I feel like, yes, we're going to get this rematch. And let's see how it plays out. I've been saying I got Lamont Roach winning it. Bang Bang Boogie. Zayas got that 1980s salsa singer haircut. I'm going to tell you like this, though, Bang Bang Boogie. He got that 1990s, early 2000s Trinidad style to knock people out with. Go get the money, because if Tank doesn't fight Roach, who does Tank fight next? And don't say Jake Paul. I mean, that looks like the plan, but I don't know. Fight Shakur Stevenson. Which, by the way, my peoples, I don't know if you've seen it, but Shakur Stevenson is calling out Teofimo Lopez. We got to talk about that. Boxing on paper. Tank has expressed so much about how he got no love for the sport, and it showed in the ring. I was such a fan of Tank, but I get so much hype for his fight than I used to. I mean, I don't know how it showed in the ring. In the ring, he looks like he always does. So, boxing on paper, I'm not sure if you're saying that it shows in the ring because Lamont Roach put the baits on him. But Lamont Roach was just a better fighter that night. I didn't see anything, he didn't look slower. He didn't look sluggish. He didn't. So, I don't know what if you could elaborate what you mean when you say showed in the ring. I don't know what you meant by that. JJ's in the house. No longer it favors Roach, in my opinion. Look, I favor Roach because of the way the first fight played out. The way that he was able to make Tank miss at point blank range. It's like, okay. Whoa. He didn't survive by running. He didn't go the distance trying to make it. This guy was in Tank Davis' face, putting all type of hands on him. And there was nothing Tank could do about it. And you saw Tank trying to set him up. And Shaq, Israel or Palestine? And Shaq, this is a boxing page, not politics. Boxing, my brother. Asking me about Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis, and I can answer that for you. Go get the money. Shakur calling out Andy Cruz, too. Shakur just want all the smoke, for real. Listen, I've been telling people, Shakur is that guy. All of those guys that we regard as the best, Shakur wants that smoke with them. That's what it's about. Just business. Tank over. Canelo ducking Benivos. I guess you mean Benavides. Clarissa is a plot, Lala, too old. No more exciting fighters, Sweet Pea and Sugar Ray. This genre trash. Damn, yo, that's how you feel these days? Boxing on paper. Boxing on paper. Hold on. Yes, my boy, I'm gonna be calling the fights tonight, my boy. Come on, my boy. You see, I tell you guys all the time that I'm gonna be calling the fights. And then people write to me to ask me, Jay, you gonna call the fights? My G, yes. Your boy calling it. I got you. I got you, my people. Okay? So no need to worry. Tune in. Make sure that you tune in to Fight Night with Jay Smith. And I'm gonna be calling it for y'all. Boxing on paper. Not by skill. Asking him that knee and ignoring the ref like he's bigger than the whole event. That's mad disrespectful. Yeah, that is mad disrespectful. That is mad disrespectful. But I will say this. The knee was not disrespectful, my brother. The knee, he got hit in the face. He was being outboxed. He was frustrated. And he took a knee. He was actually going to take a count. He took a knee expecting that there was going to be a standing 8 count. That's why as soon as he got up from taking that knee, he walked away. He walked away thinking the referee was going to be counting. He was going to walk away, stand in his corner, but the referee didn't count. And then we saw how bizarre it got after that, you know, with the corner coming onto the apron, wiping his face, while the clock is ticking. So it was crazy the way that things played out, but you have to understand that Lamont Roach was getting Tank frustrated. So I think that situation was more out of frustration than him trying to be a star. You know, I think that's more what it was about. Bang Bang Boogie. Strange how Shakur, the WBC 135 champion, calling out Tio, the WBO champion, when he can petition the WBC to fight 140 champion, Subriel Matias. I don't find this strange at all, Bang Bang Boogie, because who's the bigger star between Subriel Matias and Shakur Stevenson? So what is actually strange is how you decide who a championship fighter should be calling out. That's strange. I find it stranger that you're focusing on who a fighter's calling out when he happens to be calling out the bigger star. Because I'm sure, Bam Bam Boogie, that you're not going to sit here and argue that Subriel Matias is a bigger star or a better fighter than Teofimo Lopez. You got to stop that, bro. Come on now. You got to channel that hate differently. JJ Zayas has 5:15 in the morning in California. Whoa. 8:17 in the morning in Dominican Republic. Frontline. Don't worry, I already blocked that goofy out. Raw Dog. Canelo has the best resume in boxing today. Facts. That's an argument that could be made. You can absolutely make that argument, family. That's a fact. Just business. Yeah. I mean, we grew up with real fighters. Tyson, Sweet Pea, Hitman Camacho, Deontay Wilder couldn't even beat Roy Jones. I mean, in every generation, there's great fighters, but every generation is going to have a different style and different people running the show. Go get the money. For Tank to say he didn't know he couldn't take a knee is wild. Come on, man. For him to say that it was grease that went into his eye, that's wilder. This man had listen, I had long hair. If any of you had long hair before, then you're going to understand what I'm talking about. When they do your cornrows, they put Vaseline, right? Leave them nice and shiny, nice and slick, nice and crispy. And that Vaseline, within 2-3 days, is dry in your head. It's dry. It's completely dry. So how exactly is Tank Davis saying that the Vaseline from his hair went into his eye? Who has Vaseline dripping from their hair 2-3 days after doing cornrows? Come on, my people. So it's obvious. Lamar Roach frustrated him, landed all type of punches, made a miss from up close range, did not run like they expected. Listen, my peoples, there's a video, and I'm going to look for it. I'm going to try to find it, where Tank Davis says, I know the type of fight that he's going to try to do. He's going to try to run around. He's going to try to move around. I'm going to still catch him. The fight that we saw from Lamar Roach, we didn't expect it, but guess what? Tank Davis didn't expect it, my peoples. Bam, bam, boogie, I just got my hair done. 2 days. You see? So tell me, you did it 2 days ago. Is grease dripping out of your hair right now? After 2 days of having it? Raw dog, Tank was sweating. What the hell does sweat got to do with grease? Absolutely nothing. He got punched in the eye. You see, that's the thing, Raw dog. In the video, you can see sweat going into his eyes. And every fighter sweats, not just Tank Davis. But in the video, you do see him getting punched in the eye and go like that. Take a knee right after being punched in the eye and blinking, he took a knee. So what you see with your own eyes, you prefer to ignore it for what Tank told you? Come on, bro. Edward Ash, the salon don't do hair with Vaseline, bro. It doesn't matter what they do hair with. It's cornrows. It's cornrows. What is we talking about? Whatever they put in your hair, Edward Ash, for cornrows, is not going to be slicking down your head after 3 days. But go ahead, Edward Ash, enlighten me. Enlighten me. Because I use the word Vaseline, but enlighten me. I'm just saying whatever product they use. Excuse me, my peoples, for saying Vaseline. Edward Ash corrected me. The salon doesn't use Vaseline. He doesn't know who or where they did Tank Davis's hair. But you're talking about the salon and all that. That's some old Tankomaniac stuff right there going on. John Parham, Jay Smith, what happened to Unlaced? Did I miss something? Unlaced? What happened to Unlaced? Unlaced. Nothing happened to Unlaced. Why the question, John Parham? Is he blacked? I don't think he's blacked or nothing like that. Frontline, he being sarcastic for Tank fans. JJ Zayas. Tank had soul glow in his hair that night from coming to America. Yo, I don't think even the soul glow could drip after 3 days. Even the soul glow, my guy, it ain't gonna be no drip. Just business. Think he gonna get bumped with B-Boy again. He showed his footwork is bad. Tank make excuses since he left Floyd. Tank is being dumb and getting whooped. Damn, yo, what's that energy you got going on? Just business. Shit. John Parham. The lady said it's an excuse, plus his hair was done 54 hours before. Look at that. Now, I think she said it was 48 hours before. I think she said she did it 2 days before. But I could be mistaken. No, it wasn't 3 days before. Even if, okay, 54 hours is over 2 days, less than 3 days, but still, my peoples. Anybody, if you're here, if you ever done cornrows, even 24 hours later, your head is dry. 24 hours after you do your cornrows, your head is dry. There ain't nothing dripping or nothing wet in your head. Go get the money. I don't believe the hair grease thing, but I do have long hair, and once your hair whips your eyes, that shit hurts. But I'm not making any excuses for him. See, if you watch the video in slow motion, the hair didn't even whip his eyes. That little bit, it actually came close and it didn't whip him in the eyes. But if you want to believe it, you won't even watch the video in slow motion to see it, because you already chose to believe it. No hair whipped his eye. What whipped his eye was that fist from Lamar Roach. That, you see, when a fist whips your eye, it hurts. That hurts too, more than a hair. Samuel Osada, do you think Tank lost that fight? Yeah, I felt he lost that fight. I feel like he lost that fight. If I'm being honest. Why? Because all you have to look at is who landed more punches throughout the fight, round per round. Lamar Roach. Who dictated the pace throughout the fight? Lamar Roach. Who scored what should have been a 10-8 round and got it stolen from him? Lamar Roach. He won that fight, my people. Definitely did. Antonio, brother, what's poppin'? I'm late today. Tell me about Polanco. How do you think he's doing tonight? Listen, Polanco's gonna do great, my brother. He's gonna show out. John Parham on Lace. Not a mod no more. Oh, okay. So, John Parham, you're gonna notice that about 99% of the mods, of the wrenches were taken away. Why? Because there's a good reason for that, which later in the show I'm going to explain it. The reason I haven't explained it yet is because I would have to explain it over and over and over. Every time new people come in, they're going to ask the same question. So it's right now, mods, there's only like 4 or 5. That's it. At the end of the show, I'm going to explain to you guys why. And if you're here, you get to hear it. Or you could tune in later and check out the video. You get to see it as well. But I'll explain why right now you don't see that many wrenches. My peoples. My peoples. Again, I digressed. We digress. ShuShu Carrington and Xander Zayas are both going to be fighting tonight. Yeah, tell me. Go ahead. Who you think is going to have the better performance? Who you think is going to have the monster highlights? Yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me, my people. Got the tiny glasses. I want to hear what you guys think. Frontline, Xander Zayas, the better performance. Ooh. Whoa. The better performance from Xander Zayas over ShuShu Carrington? Okay. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it, my people. Just business. You know I'm from the shot. We get straight to it. Tank lost that fight. He couldn't adapt. I fought with braids all my life. Tank using excuses. Roach had his number. Easy. We're going to see the rematch, man. If Lamar Roach got his number, like I also think he got it, it might be a more convincing win this time around. So they can't steal it from him. Bam Bam Boogie. Zayas showing out tonight. Go get the money. John P. Ain't nothing for you to worry about. You still have yours. Antonio. ShuShu is being carried too much. Whoa. Some serious allegations. ShuShu is being carried too much. My brother, but ShuShu Carrington is a world champion already. Why do you feel that way? Elaborate on that, my guy. Go get the money. Tank lost without the knockdown. I agree 100%. He lost that fight. JJ Sendejas. Gonna be some good fights tonight for us boxing fans. Yes. Let's go. Plus just Jay Smith doing commentary. You know it, JJ Sendejas. That commentary tonight. Devastating blow, ladies and gentlemen. That was a devastating blow. I think you're gonna be hearing that call with Xander Zayas and ShuShu Carrington in the building. I think we're gonna hear it multiple times. Frontline. Let's see if Papito Bob makes the Yan Santana versus ShuShu after tonight. Look, I'm going to tell you what. Yan Santana is an up-and-coming fighter, too. And he's real good. Is he ready for a title shot? If he and his team believe that he's ready, do you. But ShuShu is a world champion for a reason. ShuShu can fight. I don't know. Honestly, I'm going to be real. Yan Santana, my Dominican brother, I support him. I feel like he got the tools and resources to become a world champion and to become a star. He got the, all of those intangibles. But right now, I don't think that he's ready for ShuShu. I'm being real. I'm not going to sit here because, he's Dominican, and because I'm a fan of his, and tell you, oh yeah, he's gonna beat ShuShu up if they fight, because that's what fans be doing. You a fan of the guy? Oh yeah, he's gonna beat him up. Watch. No, right now I don't think Gian Santana is ready for ShuShu Carrington. I think he needs more time to face somebody like that. I think that's too much of a step up fight at this point in his career. But if he believe in his team, if he believe he could beat him and his team believe in him, do what y'all gotta do. Antonio, it's time for ShuShu. It's time for ShuShu to have a real fight. ShuShu? What do you mean, Shu? Come on, man. What are we doing, Antonio? Well, I hope that you're an adult, that you're not a kid. We're adults in this channel, right? So the name calling, Antonio, come on now. Come on, we're adults over here. We did that when we was in junior high school. Punisher. Better performance will be ShuShu, but the better opposition is Zayas. What do you think of my statement? I think it's about opinion. It all breaks down to opinion. Raw dog, Zayas loses by KO in 9. You feel he loses because of the experience of his opponent? John Parham, go get on Lace, the homie. I had to ask. He YouTube, brother. Yeah, of course. Ain't nothing wrong with asking. Come on now, we engaging over here. It's not like I'm over here performing and talking about myself. I'm hanging out with Chop. John Parham wanna ask? He gotta ask. Bam Bam Boogie. The African fighting ShuShu is not easy. Fireworks tonight. I agree with you 100%. We're going to see explosions. We're going to see fireworks. That I'm trying to tell you right now. This is the type of fight that you can expect ShuShu to be out there trying to show out, trying to make a statement, defending his title. But then you have Xander Zayas, the same deal. He's gonna go out there trying to earn that title in explosive fashion, so that everybody can say, "Yo, he's that guy." Let's get it. Let's get it, my peoples. I'm ready for tonight, and it's like I told y'all, man. I'm ready to call these fights for y'all. And then we was talking about it earlier, and we kind of got away from. Yeah, man. Everybody ducking the like button, man. 20 people in the building, 10 likes. Golly, shredding me into pieces, man. Yo, right now I feel like like I'm Edgar Berlanga getting pummeled by Shiraz. On Lace, go get the money. Salute. Hold on, let's bam. Hold on, my peoples. Yo, good morning on Lace. Bam. On Lace is in the building, my peoples. On Lace is in the building. John Parham, you had asked me about on Lace this wrench. Ask him about it. Antonio, that may be true, but I don't think it's since ShuShu hasn't fought any competition to believe he's way ahead of Santana. They're closer than you think. One is a world champion and one isn't. They're further than you think. Jam, you can fit another whole face behind those sunglasses. Thank you. JJ's in the house. J. Smith, King of New York. I'm the King of New York. What you talking about, Berlanga? John Parham. Go get, okay, I just noticed you too. On Lace, what you do, bro? On Lace ain't do nothing, John Parham. He just got his wrench right back right now. He wrenching it up, baby. So, my peoples, we was talking about it earlier. Amanda Rosado, salute, my brother. We was talking about it earlier with regards to Shakur Stevenson calling out Teofimo Lopez. Right now, Teo doesn't have an opponent. You remember he, had a situation that fell apart with Jerome Boots Ennis. It fell through with Devin Haney. And now you got Teofimo Lopez calling you out. You got Shakur Stevenson calling you out. What say you about a fight between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez? Oh my God, that's a fight I could get behind. I could definitely get behind that fight. But I would personally expect for And unfortunately, for Teofimo Lopez to not take that fight, to not take up that challenge. And Teo is a fighter who he'll fight anybody and everybody except Shakur. Just like Devin Haney. He'll fight everybody and anybody except Shakur. I think that should tell you guys a lot. You know, these fighters that are throwback. You know, throwback fighters that are fighting, you know, the top dogs in different divisions. But they won't fight Shakur. Benjamin, buen día, mi amor, te quiero mucho. Dímele a Ryan que lo quiero mucho. Ryan, I love you. Muchacho lindo. Bang Bang Boogie, Dale Boyd, Matias, and Russell. Go get the money. I don't have mines, but it's cool. Let's talk boxing. El fantasma de Geraldo de J. Smith, buen día. Buen día. Bam. JJ Sendejas, God bless you, J. Smith, and the Box Center family. I have to work today. Going in early so I can watch the fights tonight. I will be out. I will be out. Good job, everyone. Today on the channel. JJ Sendejas, my brother. Bam, you already know. Appreciate you. See you tonight, man. You already know it. Fight night with Jay Smith is going to be lit. Salute, my brother. Antonio, it's not about the belts. Whatever bum, if you say it's not about the belt, Antonio, I'm sorry, but you don't know shit about boxing. You see all the best fighters trying to grab titles, trying to accomplish, trying to become the greatest. And you talking about it's not the belts? It's not about the belts if you don't know shit about boxing. But if you understand that people want to be the accomplished fighters that they are, it is about the belts. While all these fighters are trying to become undisputed, while all these fighters are trying to get the belts, you're sitting here talking about it's not about the belts. You're a tankomaniac. Look, we haven't even talked about Tank Davis, and I already know that you're a tankomaniac. Because only tankomaniacs say it's not about belts. What are we doing? On Lace, John, we like the founding fathers. Facts. Facts. And John, you know that On Lace is the unofficial channel hacker, streamer, site producer of Box Center. Bam Bam Boogie. Teo needs to get his get back on Matias. I mean, after getting slapped in the face, the way he got slapped, Teo should want to fight Surya. He should. Front line. Too fair, J. Smith. You didn't read the whole quote. When you said Matias is available, but Teo don't want that smoke, especially after that cocotazo. You wrong for that. You wrong for that. Ding. Smack. Yo, listen. I would like to see, and let me ask you guys. Matter of fact, look. I'm going to make a poll. It's not about what I want to see, right? It's about what you guys want to see. So I'll make the poll for you guys. I'm going to make this poll for you guys, and you tell me. If you had the option of these two fights, which one would you pick? Teofimo Lopez versus Subriel Matias, or Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson? Which one of those fights would you prefer? Me personally, I prefer Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson for my own reasons. But which fight do you prefer? Bang Bang Boogie, Unification. Army Dad checking in from Philly. Salute, Army Dad. The Manzana. What's good, bro? What's good, the Manzana? Frontline, Unification for sure. My peoples, those that are saying Unification, you can't even bring yourself to say a name. You feel like you're hating, maybe. It's okay. I don't want to hear Unification. What is the name? Do you want to hear Teofimo Lopez? Do you want to see Teofimo Lopez fight Subriel Matias or fight Shakur Stevenson? You don't have to feel like you're hating. Say the name of who you want to see him fight. Antonio, brother, Get the idea. And please read the whole comment so you can understand. I'm not saying belts don't matter. I said competition you face and the levels you've shown matter the most. The problem is that competition you faced and the levels that you've shown is up to opinion. So if you're biased, Antonio, and you don't like a fighter, you're always going to downplay their competition. You're always going to discredit their opponents. But accomplishments is something that is not up for debate. It's something that you cannot argue. You can only say, yes, he won those titles. Yes, he's that accomplished. So you see, you want to get into the realm where you're going to inject your opinion into it. And as somebody who never boxed a day in his life, you're injecting your opinion is going to be incoherent to me, personally, because how good is really your opinion from watching boxing on TV, my brother? So as much as you want to inject your opinion as to what's good competition, you cannot inject your opinion as to who is the most accomplished fighter, who won the most titles, who's an active champion. You can inject your opinion about that. The Manzana, I've DM'd you. I'ma check it out, my brother. Bam Bam Boogie, boxing needs more unification fights. John Parham, on Lace, cold-blooded. You put him on, and he took your shit. Sounds like New Jack City. The Manzana, glasses big as hell. Antonio, you know it. Fashion, baby. Antonio, when it comes to compare any fighter to another, appreciate the like. Man, we still behind with them likes, but it's all good, my people. It's all love anyways. Armando Rosados, I'd rather see Tio versus Subriel. I think it's a war. Bam Bam Boogie, Matias versus Tio for a 40-pound unification title. Frontline. It's obvious. It's obvious in your option. Tio versus Matias unification versus Shakur. No unification. I want Tio Norman. Antonio. So Rolly is a favorite over any other fighter in the 147 that's not a champion. So my peoples, I want you to listen to this, so you can understand what happens when a fighter is one of the best of the generation and has the most haters. When I ask you about Shakur Stevenson, you question his resume. Oh, Shakur, who he fought, who he beat. He didn't fight nobody. But then when I ask you, who do you want Tank to fight? You say you want him to fight somebody else. When I ask you, who do you want Teofimo to fight? You say you want Teofimo to fight somebody else. Oh, wait a minute, who do you want this guy to fight? Nah, he should fight that guy. So all of the best fighters, y'all want him to fight somebody else. So how do you cry about Shakur's resume, but also don't want him to fight any other best? Explain that to me. Enlighten me, my peoples. Y'all tell me, how do you question a guy's resume but never want any of the best to fight him? I don't understand it. You see, that's where I'm honestly confused. Like the same people that tell me Shakur ain't fought nobody, when I ask them about those people, they don't want them to fight Shakur. Bang Bang Boogie, we need Shakur versus Tank 135. We need that fight at 135, but go ask Shakur Stevenson Tankomaniac. Go ask Tankomaniacs and see what they tell you. Nah, Tank Davis don't need to fight Shakur. He don't need him. He don't need him. Tank Davis is a cash cow. Why he got to fight him for? So, how does Shakur Stevenson fight the best? And how do fans complain about his resume, but the same fans will tell you, nah, I want Teofimo to go fight somebody else. Nah, Tank should go fight somebody else. All that's telling me is that you don't want to see Shakur fight the best. You don't want to see him accomplish. You don't want to see him showing you his greatness over and over and over. That bothers you. You don't want to see him continue to be great. That's why anytime Shakur has a possibility of doing something that's greatness, you don't want it for him. You want Shakur to not find opponents, to have to fight guys that you can say, look who he's fighting, look. You want that narrative. You love that narrative. So it doesn't fail, my people. I showed you today. Today I just showed you. It doesn't fail. Every time I put a great fighter next to Shakur and next to somebody else, all the people that say that Shakur doesn't have a good resume always say that they want those fighters to fight somebody else. The hate is so much that y'all couldn't even say the names. Y'all couldn't even say, I want Teofimo versus Subriel Matias. Y'all just say, I want unification. Yeah, I want a unification. Automatically, when I ask you what fights you want to see, you brought in your excuse as your answer. You couldn't even bring yourself to say, nah, yo, I like, Teofimo versus Subriel. I don't want Shakur. Because you've been hating on Shakur, so you don't want to make it obvious. So how do you answer? Oh, yo, a unification fight. That's what we all need. More unifications. Watch this. Watch this. Why is it that y'all need a unification fight for Teofimo Lopez to unify with Subriel Matias, but y'all don't need a unification fight for Tank Davis to fight Shakur Stevenson? Why Tank Davis ain't never unified a title in his whole life? Never fought a unification fight in his whole life. And y'all don't ask Tank for unifications. I don't understand it. Can anybody chat? Let me know. How we asking Teofimo Lopez for unifications, but we don't ask Tank Davis for unifications, ever. Tank Davis is 30 years old, older than Teofimo Lopez, and y'all don't ask him for unifications. Talk to me about that, chat. I'm trying to understand what's going on over here. Help me understand that narrative y'all spending out there. Go get the money. Tank cash cow days are coming to an end. Turkey finna put that to that shit. All I'ma say is that the Shakur Stevenson in the closet hate is clear every time around. And by the way, if you go back and you look at my videos, you'll see that I've asked that question at least 5 different times. I'm gonna compile it and make one video. And I'm gonna prove to you guys that every single time I match up Shakur with another fighter and I ask you guys, y'all say, nah, I want that fighter to fight somebody else. I want him to fight somebody else. I want him to fight this guy. I want him to fight that guy. Damn, chat, y'all really don't want Shakur to fight none of the best? Y'all really don't want Shakur to have the opportunity to fight Teofimo, fight Devin, fight Tank? I know these guys are running from him. They all ducking him. But damn, y'all gonna condone the ducking by always asking these guys to fight other people? Damn, yo. That is wicked. Wicked. Listen to the question. You want Tank to fight? You want Shakur and Tio? Or you want Tio and Subriel? I want a unification. I want a unification. That's what I want. My peoples came through with the excuses right away. You couldn't even ask them, damn, why you want Subriel and Tio? They already told you with their answer. Damn, they came through with the excuse right away. I'm not hating on Shakur. I just want a unification. Talk to me, my peoples. Come on now. Go get the money. Think smart, not hard. He wants those views from Tank. Chris Fontaine. John, this turkey has no choice. They need Tank to fight. I mean, I say, look, Tank is going to fight. I feel like he is going to fight Lamar Roach. And let the chips fall where they may. Let the chips fall where they may. Because that fight is going to show us, can Tank Davis make the right adjustments to beat Lamar Roach? Can he? And if Lamar Roach is able to beat Tank with that same style that he fought in that last fight, are people going to say, well, he wasn't focused this time either? Are there going to be excuses? Are there going to be excuses? Or will people just give credit to Lamar Roach? Because I'm going to tell you, my peoples, as a fighter, as somebody who's been in the ring, yo, it's mad disrespectful to the fighter, man. When they win, when they give it their all, and your main focus is that, nah, this guy wasn't focused, and this guy really wasn't doing, he wasn't really in it. His heart wasn't really. It's like, that's so disrespectful to the guy who gave everything he had to win the fight. For you to show up talking about that, the guy who couldn't win, he wasn't really in it. Crazy work. That's wicked. Armando Rosado, I want Subriel and Tio style. Wise. It's a good fight. You said it yourself. It's a war. No, it's a good fight. Don't get it twisted. It is a good fight, Armando Rosado. All I'm saying is, if you sit there, right, and every time we talk about it, you say that, you don't like Shakur's resume, you don't like his opponents, but then every time we bring up the best, you want them to fight somebody else. What are we really talking about here? How much hate do you have for a fighter if you don't want him to fight the best and keep accomplishing and keep winning titles? What is going on? You cannot say something about somebody's resume and also not want them to fight any of the best. That's an oxymoron. Frontline. We need Tank versus Shakur and Tank versus winner of the WBO. That's the thing. Tank versus Shakur is something that nobody's calling for. You're saying it now that I'm here calling for it. But have you jumped on the chat and said that and been calling for that fight? No. It's me calling for it. I'm the one that's saying, yo, Tank, my man, are you ever going to unify title in your whole life? But when it's Teofimo Lopez, I prefer unification. I want to see a unification. I still haven't seen you asking Tank Davis to unify titles. That's nasty work. That is nasty, absolutely nasty work, my people. I'm just keeping it 100. But, Kano Crush. Good morning, Jay Smith. Kano Crush in the building. Bam. Hold on, Kano Crush. Kano Crush. Let's get you set up, Kano Crush. Boom. Boom. Appreciate you dropping in on this beautiful morning, Saturday morning. My peoples, we've been digressing left and right. But Xander Zayas and ShuShu Carrington are going to do what they do tonight. Come on now. On Lace, John, and it's still fuck Stabby. Well, we are an hour into the show, my peoples. This is an hour into the show. I told you guys that I was going to clarify a little bit why I removed so many wrenches. And now I'm going to explain it to you so that you have a good idea. There's very few wrenches in this channel right now. I've removed all of them. So if you want to know about the stalker that's harassing me, coming to harass me on this, in my people's interrupting boxing for breakfast, interrupting the sweet science to harass me. This is a YouTube channel. Check out this YouTube channel, my peoples. I want you to go to this YouTube channel, subscribe, because I'm going to be posting videos about it turns out he's also a pedophile who's been harassing me, constantly harassing me, yo. So, to clarify, that account, let me see, what's the name of the account again? To clarify, that fake account, Stavi, that's actually this person that I exposed right here. And Unlaced and John Parham, check out Unlaced. You was there actually when Stavi was in the building. He's actually crippled. I was trying to figure out if the term crippled is something that was okay to use. But to make you understand, what Stavi did is that he created a bunch of fake YouTube accounts. And he subscribed a bunch of times to Box Center with those accounts. One of those accounts, he doesn't know shit about boxing. He doesn't follow boxing at all. But he uses ChatGPT and puts stuff in the chat to sound like somebody who knows boxing. And one of those accounts actually had a wrench. And I didn't know because the stalker, just keeps creating new accounts. Imagine somebody who's crippled in their house and got nothing to do. Just create fake accounts. So yesterday, basically, he was using the Stabby account to talk shit and talk racist stuff about black fighters. And when I would block that account, he would use another account to unblock it again and keep talking shit. So no matter how much time I will block Noel Beato, the sex predator, who this YouTube channel is now dedicated to, he would unblock himself and keep trash talking. So therefore, I had to take off all of the wrench so that he couldn't do that anymore. So I took all of the wrench because I don't know how many fake accounts this pedophile has created. This pedophile has created so many fake accounts that I don't know. So I had to remove all of the, all of the wrenches. Right now, I promise you, there's one person in here that is Noel Beato, the pedophile from New York City. One of the accounts that you see there talking is him. And I don't know what it is. So I got to take off all the wrenches. Now I got a new process. If you want a wrench, you're going to have to hit my DM on Instagram. And I'm going to have to see who you is. I'm going to have to see. Because that's the one thing. The sexual predator, he creates fake accounts. And he can't have his picture behind it. So I know it's easy. If you go to it, it's a fake account. If you want a wrench and you have a private YouTube account, you're not getting a wrench. From here on out, nobody who doesn't have a wrench and has a new YouTube account, nobody who has a new Instagram account with 0 likes, 0 views, 0 pages, 0 pictures is going to get a wrench. So I hope, guys, that you understand. I'm dealing with a pedophile stalker who's crippled, who's laying down shitting on himself, who decided that he's going to stalk me. So that's why now you guys have a good understanding of why there's barely any wrenches in the channel, my people. So go ahead, subscribe to this page, and y'all gonna see updates of all the crazy stuff this pedophile's doing. Using my videos, taking my images, impersonating me. He'll take my name and use it to say racist stuff. Like crazy. But I'm in the Dominican Republic. If I was in the USA, that dude would be locked up. He would be in jail already. Not just because they might find out already that he's a pedophile and that he abused children when he was a school teacher, but just because the harassment, the constant harassment, you could get arrested for that. But my peoples, there you go. That's the reason. Subscribe to this channel. There's already a bunch of videos about the pedophile from New York City who's hiding in Pennsylvania somewhere. That's him right there. So now you got your update. And we can move to boxing, my peoples. Bam. Pow. Here we go. So, Bam Bam Boogie. Need my wrench back. Okay, Bam Bam Boogie. Hold on 1 second, Bam Bam Boogie. I got you. Right there, my guy. Hit my DM. Bam. Hit my DM from your IG. And then, my Bam 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 Boogie, but the crippled pedophile got so many fake profiles that I'm verifying everybody from here on out. So go ahead, boom, send me a DM. As soon as I verify, you got your wrench. Candle Crush. Damn, bro, that's nuts. That's nuts. Nuts almost doesn't even describe it, my guy. Go get the money. I need mine back, Jay Smith. You can FaceTime me. Nah, listen, go get the money. Send me, if you don't got, you don't got your wrench either. Hit me. Everybody hit me, DM. Look, hit me on DM and put your profile. Like, yo, this is Bam Bam Boogie. Yo, this is Go Get the Money. Hit me right there. I'ma just check the profile and your wrench is right back on. Armando Rosado, Shakur has more Boricua than Berlanga. I'm a Shakur fan, hands down. But you will never see Tank Shakur. Tank don't want it. Look, bro. Look. Edgar Berlanga got real sensitive with Oscar De La Hoya because Oscar said that he's not a real Puerto Rican. And Berlanga, that's why he has made himself into a bad guy. Think about this. He auto-designated himself the King of New York. You never won a title. You never beat a champion. How did you decide that you're the King of New York? That is insane. To me, at least. You get pummeled by Hamza Shiraz, and you say that you're still the King of New York? What are we doing? What are we doing? So he basically hold on, my G. Okay, so Go Get the Money. Only one thing, my brother, I'm missing. Look, Go Get the Money. I want you to fill me on this because I need a little bit more. Why you not giving me enough? Because look, your profile is private and got 0 pictures. So there's no way that I can see you, my guy. And I'm not saying, look, I'm not saying Go Get the Money that you're not who you saying you are. But I'm telling you, with the type of psychotic, sick-minded, crippled sexual predator that I'm dealing with, I can't even trust an account that is private with no pictures on it, bro. I'm really dealing with it. You're not understanding Go Get the Money. If you understood the type of sick, twisted mind that I'm dealing with, you wouldn't even send me from an account with 0 pictures. Because I can't see you then. FaceTime me right now. My peoples, we're going to be FaceTiming Go Get the Money right now. Now, I'm going to FaceTime you right here. My peoples, I'm FaceTiming Go Get the Money right now. But I'm going to tell you like this right now, Go Get the Money. If I FaceTime you to verify it's you, you better give me your Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez prediction right here in front of the peoples. In front of the peoples. That's all I'm going to say. I got your WhatsApp, bro, but look, right here. Right here. Bam, my people's Bam Bam Boogie's in the building. Bam Bam Boogie has entered the building. My brother, salute. Well, Bam Bam Boogie, live with you right here. I want you to witness it. Look, Bam Bam Boogie, I need you to witness it. Bam Bam Boogie, my people, he been earned that wrench. He been deserved his wrench. I only took it because it was a situation. But my brother Bam Bam Boogie showing that he a real one. So that's your wrench, my brother. I want you to see me doing it. Look, bang, Addis Amar, bang, Bam Bam Boogie. You are mine, my boy. I appreciate you. Yo, hold on, Bam Bam Boogie. You can't let me go. Damn, my audio's messed up, man. Damn. All right, you got to talk close to the phone so I can hear you. Who you got, Crawford or Canelo? Let me know real quick. Say that again. Oh, okay, my bad. Hold on, my brother. Stay with me, Stay with me, my brother. Okay, I'm talking, my peoples, I'm actually talking to Go Get the Money. It's not Bam Bam Boogie. Bam Bam Boogie is out of here. No more wrench for you until you verify. We talking to Go Get the Money. Yo, Go Get the Money. Talk to me on the chat so I could give you that. Oh, I got you. I see. Okay, Go Get the Money. Bam. Bam. Go Get the Money. Bam. Go get the money. You in the building, my G. Hold on. Well, I can't let you go until you tell me who you got. Oh, you told me you got Canelo beating Bud, right? Decision or a stoppage? I appreciate you, my brother. Salute. You seen it, my peoples. Go get the money is rocking with Terrence Bud Crawford to win that fight by decision. He want the knockout. He want the knockout. I wouldn't mind the knockout. I ain't gonna front. On Lace, yes sir. He got the money. That's it. Go get the money. It's legit. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Raw dog. Canelo gonna hurt Bud. Nah. The only thing that's gonna be hurt is your feelings, my guy. Bang Bang Boogie. Drop your IG. I'm gonna drop it right now. Bang Bang Boogie. Uh-oh. Bang Bang Boogie's gonna jump in the building. Right there, Bang Bang Boogie. Hit up my DM. Bam. We verified. You got a wrench. You got a wrench. That's it, my peoples. It ain't gonna be too many who could say I got a wrench in that Box Center channel. And definitely the crippled predator ain't gonna have it. John Parham, KO not happening. I think it can happen. I would say the odds of it happening are slim, but it can happen. Bam Bam Boogie. I can't see it. It's backwards. You could take two. You got two options. It's J Smith 134. You see how it's Box Center with J Smith? It's J Smith 134. You can also take a screenshot. You invert that screenshot, and then it's gonna be normal. There you go, frontline. There you go. J Smith 134. Go over there. Bam. Send a little DM. I check your account. I check that you're not my stalker. And I let you in. Boom. That's it. Because like I told you, my people, listen, it's a type of situation where right now, one of the 21 people right there is a crippled guy who's just waiting and trying to figure out how he's going to bother me. Tonight, I am going to be trying to tune in early so I could call the fights from before the big guns come in. So we're going to be calling all these fights for you guys on Lace. Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that. Make it easy for you. There you go, my people. That's my IG. If you had a wrench before and you no longer have it, hit up my IG and you could get your wrench back. Again, if you already had a wrench and you no longer have it, you could hit me up on IG. I'll verify your account. I'll verify that you're not the sexual predator school teacher from New York. And I'll give you your wrench back. Bam. John Parham, J Smith, check DM for Chris. Okay, let me see. We out here on giving wrench mode. Request. Okay, dale, it's me. I just followed you. Follow back, papa. Bam Bam Boogie's in the building, my people. Bam Bam Boogie's in the building. So, Bam Bam Boogie, I'ma hit you up. Bam Bam Boogie, I'ma hit you up. I'ma hit you up on... That's Bang Bang Boogie, my peoples. Is Bang Bang Boogie a real account? Is this a real person? Is Bang Bang Boogie Bang Bang Boogie? But damn, let me see you, bro. I can hear you, yeah. On Lace. John Facts. No fake mods allowed. Only real ones. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I didn't realize, my people, that there's people out there who create fake accounts and they go in these chats using ChatGPT. They'll go to ChatGPT and say, who's better out of these two fighters? And ChatGPT will give you a long answer. They'll copy paste that and throw it in the chat. Whoa, my peoples, my peoples. My brother, that's it. Hold on. I gotta look for you right here. Because I can't see it. What's the name of your IG? Hold on. Hold on, but tell me the name of the IG. Tell me it again. My peoples, Bang Boogie Boxing. Check them out on IG. That's it. Let me get you. Family, you gotta get your wrench, man. I'm playing games out here. Hold on, Bang Bang Boogie. Where you at? Say something in the chat so I can see you, bro. Cause damn. Oh, I found you. Okay, Ramon. Oh, I think I already gave it to you. Nah, I think I already put it up. Type something into the chat, my brother, so I could just put it back on. But Bam Bam Boogie, I appreciate you, my brother. I vouch for JJ for sure. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, man. Hold on. That's it. Hold on. Now, my brother, don't worry, John Parham. You don't even have to vouch for JJ. I know what he about. There's so many names that I missed some when I was giving them back. But JJ, that's a real one right there from the beginning. John Parham, respectfully, JJ is probably the #1 supporter. That's a fact. JJ is been supporting Box Center. Salute to my brother JJ. Hell yeah. He already got that wrench back. He ain't got to ask for nothing. So my peoples, I'm about to end this live. But before I do, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know, from John Parham, JJ's in their house, on Laced, Go Get the Money, Frontline, everybody else who tuned in, my peoples, Chris Fontaine. Yo, you know it, man. This is Boxing for Breakfast, where you get your healthy dosage of sweet science. I'm Jay Smith, and don't forget that I am going to be on tonight. I am going to be calling these fights. Don't miss it. Don't miss the best commentary in boxing, so that then you could tell me the next day, oh, damn, what happened, Jay? I didn't know you was going to be calling the fights. Frontline, Jay Smith, when you come into round 1 sports talk, you just got to tell me, my brother. Hit me. Oh, matter of fact, I don't know if you've seen it. You may have seen it. But that's my Instagram right there. That's my IG right there. Look. Boom. Hit me up on DM. We'll set something up, my brother. Make it happen. John Parham, we looking like a gang of Crips again. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Get these trolls out of here. JJ, thank you guys. Have a good day. Be on tonight. God bless. Chris Fontaine, what time the fight starts? I think they start like at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I'm talking about. Frontline, I don't do IG, but I have Bang send it to you. My peoples. Let me see. Do you got WhatsApp, Frontline? You can hit me on WhatsApp too. Right. Dame un abrazo.
Me lava la nariz tu papá.
¿Y qué tú tienes en la nariz?
Que tengo un
Es un poquito. O traemos un wipe para yo limpiarte la vez. Dile a mami que te pase un wipe. Yo te la voy a limpiar.
Mamá, me trae un wipe.
Unlaced. Stop be rolling around mad as fuck. We got his ass. We're gonna fuck around and push him into traffic. Nah. You don't. You know, I'm against violence. So it would be enough if you just report his social media accounts. You know, he harassing people. He's using fake social media accounts to harass people. So any social media account that you run into with this sex predator, report it, get him blocked. You know, that's all. In reality, I just really want to get away and not have to deal, with a sex predator. That's it. Y el wipe.
Mamá me dijo que no, que ahora papá me golpe.
Y pero tú te diste un golpecito ahí.
Ya te lo fue.
Pues tú tienes un golpecito ahí. Tú te caíste, fue. Ese dio un golpecito ahí. Déjalo. Espérate. Frito. Oh, Lace. Smith, I'm sorry. I got 2 daughters. I can't stand the chomo. Look, I'm not a fan of whatever's gonna happen, but we know what happens when people like that get arrested, right? So let the chips fall where they may, my guy. If you're arrested and that's what you did, you know what happens. And then if you're arrested and you're crippled, you can't defend yourself, y'all know what happens. So allow the law to play itself out. Allow the, karma to come back. Karma already came back, made him a crippled. And karma's gonna come back. One of those women is gonna find him and end up getting him locked up for the sexual abuse that he performed. So let karma deal with it, my G. My peoples, y'all already know what it is, man. I'm about to get the hell out of here. My little one wants to be with y'all boy Jay Smith. Y'all got my attention for an hour and like 27 minutes. But now, this one right here is going to get my attention. He don't want to go nowhere. He want to be with his pops. I want to be with my son, too. I'm out of here, my peoples. Y'all already know what it is, man. This is Box Center, your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Ryan, you want to say bye to the peoples? Frontline, nah, Smith. Karma take too long. Gotta deal with him ASAP. I don't know. Karma does what it gotta do. Let it perform what it's gonna perform. It's already working magic. He's a cripple. On Lace. Peace, chat. Smith, thank you for the wrench. No doubt, my brother. You see it, my peoples. I'm out of here. I'm about to have spend quality time with my little one.